Hello and welcome back to Friday Minis. Now let's have a bit of a fun episode today. Let's take a look at a filmmaking technique called the Dolly Zoom. Now the Dolly Zoom is one of those classic filmmaking cliches that if you are new to filmmaking, it will be something that you are trying to do a lot. This method has been used to great effect in a lot of films, and it basically looks something like this. Your foreground stays the same, but the entire background is either swooping in or sort of just spreading out around him. A cool effect that can be used to convey a lot of emotion. So yeah, let's actually jump in to take a look at how this is done. Now, when you're actually shooting video on a camera, you have two ways of making things appear bigger or smaller. You can perform a zoom, or you can actually physically move your camera closer to the subject. Dolly Zoom involves doing both. In fact, doing one way and the other way. Here's what I'm talking about. Essentially, one of the two ways to do a Dolly Zoom will be to start out close to the subject, but being completely zoomed out. Then, you're gonna pull back your camera, and while pulling back your camera, you're gonna zoom in. So pulling back your camera makes things smaller, but zooming in makes things bigger. And as a result, this is how you keep the foreground of the subject at the same size. However, what's special is that the act of zooming changes the field of view of the camera. So if this were the lens of a camera, essentially when you're entirely zoomed out, you get to see a pretty wide range. But when you're zoomed in, your field of view gets more compact. What this means is even though your foreground stays at the same size, you are actually showing your camera different amounts of background as you're performing your Dolly Zoom. As a result, you see this effect of your foreground staying the same, but the background actually moving. So I've just shown you one way to do it. The other way to do it would be to simply reverse the action. You start off far away from your character but zoomed in, and then you move towards your character while zooming out in the process. Once again, your character will stay at the same size, but now your background will appear to spread out. So yeah, an extremely simple and fun effect to do. I highly recommend you give this a try just for the novelty. But well, that pretty much wraps it up for this episode of Friday Minis. I hope you learned something. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, you're watching 0612 TV. Hello, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, remember that I appreciate every like, favorite, and comment you give me. If you'd like to see more from me in the future, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And for more updates outside of YouTube, don't forget to follow me on Twitter at 0612TV. Once again, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.